spatchcock chicken on the Camp Chef. Man, this is going to be good. Welcome to another episode of Not a Chef Nate, where I am Nate and I am not a chef, but today we're going to be whipping up one of my favorite chicken recipes. This is going to be spatchcock chicken. Got my Camp Chef fired up behind me. It's going to come together real easy. Y'all check it out. Let me know what you think. All right, y'all. Got my chicken right here. I went ahead, washed it down, did everything, took everything out the inside of it. I'm gonna go ahead and pat it dry real quick. This is a very, very important stage, making sure your chicken is as dry as possible so you get that crispy skin on the outside. Now to spatchcock your chicken, all you gotta do right here, you got your breast side right, and then the opposite side, your breast side, you got that bone right there. All we wanna do is come around on the back side, and we're gonna cut that thing out on both sides of it. Down just like that, and then we're gonna run around on the other side of it using some good kitchen shears. Boom. All we want to do is remove that little bone right there. That's going to allow us to open it up. Got one more step we're going to do. Take a knife and we're just going to cut right down that breastplate right there, just like that. Bam, bam. Now flip it over, press it down. Bam. That's all you got to do to spatchcock your chicken. So we're gonna go ahead and get a butter compound ready, season it up, slap it on the Camp Chef. All right, we're gonna go ahead and make our compound butter real quick. So just get you a bowl. Now I'm doing 2 chickens, so I'm gonna double up on everything. But if you're just doing one stick of butter, I'm gonna go ahead and slap 2 in there. Now I've left this outside while I prep everything so it's softened up. I would recommend that. If you're working with hard butter, it's going to be tough to try to mix everything together. So either put it in the microwave for just a few seconds, soften it up, or leave it outside while you prep everything. Now we're going to go ahead and take our garlic. You would normally use 3 cloves. I'm going to go with 6 because once again I'm doing 2 chickens. All right, and go ahead and just press that garlic in that butter. Not like that. All right, next up we're gonna take some rosemary and give it a fine chop. I don't wanna go too heavy with the rosemary, make it too strong, but you definitely want it to be in there. We're gonna take a few sprigs of thyme and we're just gonna go ahead and chop this up. Good right there. Scoop that up, put that over on the butter. Now the butter that I did use, I don't think I noted, was non-salted butter, so we want to make sure we add a little bit of salt to it. Go ahead and add some pepper to it. And lastly, we're going to go with some poultry seasoning. Now you can make your own seasoning if you want to. This is Batty, a Winn-Dixie brand right here. It's good stuff. If y'all want to make your own seasoning, by all means, go ahead. We're just going to use a good amount of that right there. My channel is all about being simple but still having a tasty finished product. So from there we're just going to take a fork, spoon, whatever you got, and we're going to mix that butter all together, combining all those ingredients. That looks like it's pretty well mixed up, combined, and it is good to go. So on your chicken right here, you should have where your skin is naturally wanting to pull off of your breast right there, right? Just like that. What we want to do is take our fingers in there and just separate that skin from the meat, creating a pocket. This is where our butter is going to go. So just digging our hands in there. Don't get too crazy to where you break through the skin. You don't want that to happen. But going down through there, going over, all over your breast right there. Just separating that skin from the meat. and that butter is going to go in there, and it is going to just bake into the meat. It's going to make it super juicy. Skin is going to be nice and crispy. It's going to be good. This is the key right here to having that chicken being unbelievable. All right, so boom, that's done. Now we're gonna go ahead, grab a nice scoop of that butter, throw it down in there, rub it in really well. Take your time, making sure that butter gets massaged all on the inside there. This is a messy process, but believe me when I tell you, it's worth it. All right, we got a good amount of butter in there. We're just gonna rub the outside of that skin, getting that butter nice and blended in there. And we're gonna take a bunch of that butter and we're gonna put it on the outside as well, making sure that skin's coated with it. One more step before we're through. I'm gonna go ahead and take some Badia Mojo rub right there. It's a good citrus blend. Give it a nice, fresh, crisp taste to it. We got a little bit of spices from that southern poultry right there. Salty, sweet butter, earthy from the herbs. We're just gonna add a little blend right there, citrus blend. I'm gonna give it a good pop. We'll go ahead and turn it over. And we're going to do the other side just as well with that citrus blend. Right there. If you had some leftover butter, you can put it down on here as well. But just want that seasoning to bake up through the bottom. Get that chicken nice and flavorful. Alright, so that's pretty much it. This is just about ready. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of poultry seasoning, even though it was in that butter. Put a little bit on the outside as well. Give that skin a lot of flavor right there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other chicken, prep it up, slap them on the grill. All right, we got our Camp Chef going right here. Got it set to 400. We'll go ahead and set our chickens on. Looks like we missed a spot on these two little legs right here, so let's season them up a little bit. We're gonna shut this thing up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let those run for roughly about an hour or so at 400. I'm gonna take a thermometer and I'm gonna probe the breast on each of them and then the opposing thigh, making sure that my temperature is just above 165. Indicating that we're done, ready to eat. We don't have no raw chicken in there and be ready to go. Now we've let our chicken rest just a bit, about 5 minutes or so. Go ahead and set that aside. So that chicken right there, that's how you know when it's done, right? It just pulls from it right there. So go ahead and pull that chicken off. That is still very, very hot. Go ahead and give me a nice piece right there. Going in for my first bite right there. You got to sit down and eat that chicken. Good, moist, tender, super flavorful, y'all. This is one of my favorite ways to cook chicken. Y'all go out there, try this recipe, let me know what you think. I hope y'all enjoyed this segment. If y'all did, hit that like button, comment with any questions, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see y'all next time.